Don't blink, it's your boy Yank. Welcome to the show. I'm doing well, having a wonderful day on this 13th February. Holy shit, that was a long time. Today we're talking about values, right? Values, and I'm in love with the word value. So um, I got a question yesterday. Why it speaks fast. I got a question the other day of why we're playing three games. We're doing three things at once: filming, playing the game, and uploading on the tablets. Because the tablets, I got a little bit more. I got a little bit more. Oh fuck! I forgot to do this. Give me a sec. We're watching One Piece. We're watching One Piece, so I need to skip the intro, but I cannot from the smaller screen, so I would have to go back, but I don't want to restart the video because I'm a lazy fuck. Make sense? Makes sense. They were talking about values, and I've been obsessed with values. I've been obsessed with values since a very young age, and I just didn't realize it. So, the reason why I didn't realize it is you don't understand how vague value is until you start asking questions. So to me, what is values? Well, there's different values. There's a value, monetary value, right? There's a time value, right? And there's a I don't know. These are the two I'm thinking about. But there's also a fun value and a necessity value, right? For example, right? As a kid, I always had this problem with cash. I'm not the best. I'm not the best spender. So what I'll do, I'll make economy, right? So for example, right, the last job that I had, I was working very hard, very hard, and I was kind of hoping, um, I was kind of hoping for, it's tough to say, but let's go. I was kind of hoping for a longer time making videos, right? So I work hard for 3 years and I get a year off of making videos. And because I had some saving, I can actually draw at that year. I can do a year and a half, 2 years of making content. And then if it didn't work well, I could have switched up, right? Which is the plan. Which the plan was, okay, to make this a because I love making videos. I absolutely love making videos, but it has to be the bills, right? So I spent a lot and a lot and a lot. And I was like, holy shit, I don't know how much I have left. And now we're broke, right? So now we're broke at the worst time of the year to find a job, which is winter. Now there's just no storm outside. Who's gonna hire me? You know. So yeah, so it's pretty bad. But the value in it was but I had a year off that I could make videos. Now, those videos are the perfect example of value, right? Those videos are gonna be me making videos is absolutely the perfect. It's weird. It's weird because I didn't know how much of a good example. I had an idea of the video before I started, about the different value and how important it is, right? And then we're gonna talk about videos. So I think I'm gonna continue with the. We're gonna go back because I didn't finish. I have this tendency to do that. I'm gonna go back and re-explain what is value, right? So a value is going to ask yourself, what is the value? How much am I making per hour? For example, right, I'm able to get a job that is paying me X amount hour, and I'm able to get a job who pay me a little bit more, right? I'm going to spend the same amount of time and I get more money. So your value of time is increased by the amount you make. You're working for what? You're working for money, right? Or for example, you're gonna go out, I don't know, to the zoo. In the zoo, you're gonna know that your trip to the zoo is gonna take about 2 hours. 2 hours to go, 2 hours to come back, right? Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it, or is there something closer to you that you can do that's as much fun, right? That's the value of time, right? Super simple. Now you gotta ask yourself value, and again, I always had a not a dislike for money, but kind of a dislike actually. So when I went to the apartment, I thought my parents being slave to work. I was like, no, I'm not gonna work that hard, right? So we didn't have a lot of cash, but I was happy. I was playing mobile game that was for free. I was reading manga that I got for free. I was listening to radio, which is free. Right? Not a thing in line that are free, but radio is free, which is crazy. Radio and TVs are free. A very small amount of TV, a lot of at radio station, which is kind of cool when you think about it. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So my time, that value of time was doing the most I can with the day. I was taking time for myself. Value wise, money wise, value was nothing, but the amount of time wise, it was possibly the greatest moments of my life so far. Now, making videos is a bit better, right? So then you have to ask yourself, is there value in what I'm doing? So, for example, you're playing. Again, it sucks because you're gonna be playing, I don't know, hockey, and you're gonna be playing hockey 3 times a week for 2 hours. you're gonna ask yourself the value. Am I making money? Is it worth my time? And then you're asking yourself, am I having fun? And you're having fun. Is it worth it? Or and again, I'm gonna be looking like a straight up asshole, but I don't care. Just gonna check out something. Good. I want to check out the quality of the camera because I haven't opened you in a while. The quality of the camera is still very nice. Okay, and I have to check out. No. Yeah, 12.95. Okay, that's good. Okay, perfect. See, this is also good. We have 2 hours and a half of content. So before I empty it, right, I have to check, okay, well, is there something is it worth taking the GoPro out? Because the camera is awesome? I don't know. So, then you ask yourself, if what I'm doing is worth it, right? And again, there's a lot of things that you're doing that you think has value, but there's no value. There's video that I make, right? I get people that are following, the video that I make. That's a good question. That's a good answer. That's a good concept to follow. So the first thing that you should follow, which is the super simple thing, is I'll make a video, right? And that video will take me 30 minutes, right? And I'll get 5 views, okay? I'm a small content creator, okay? And then I'll do another video, which takes me 20 minutes, and I'll get 20 views, right? Then you ask yourself, well, was there more value in the 20 minutes and the 30 minutes? But the 30 minutes was also cool to do, right? So the video, right? They're taking time. There's also a value of money because I could be working and making a lot more, but right now I'm taking a lot of my time making videos with no salary. Right now, it does seem like I'm focusing on money, but I'm not. So let me explain. I'm taking a year off. I took a year off with the content, right? And that year technically was paid by the government. So in Canada, when you leave a job, they'll give you a salary for 7, 8, or 9 months, depending on how much you worked before. And then what they'll do, listen, you were able to get 9 months to find a job. We'll give you a percent of your salary. I think it's 60%, 70% of what I was doing, which is actually pretty good. And then you're like, okay, well, now if you want to take more time, we're not going to pay you, which is fair. So then you're like, okay, well, those 9 months I was making money. Now what am I supposed to do? What is a good thing to do, right? Now, the important thing is to understand, is it worth what I'm doing, right? So the 9 months making videos was actually a paid 9 months. I was paid to make videos, but my time was valued, right? And that in itself is actually quite important. Won't be long. I need to make myself a coffee. Well, not coffee, hot cocoa. There you go. Okay. Should be okay. I'm a bit worried, to be honest, because my understanding of value is mine and mine alone. And you will get to it because it's important, right? So continuing with me making video, right? Now I'm having fun making videos. I love it. This is my dream. This is my passion. Even if we're talking about like time, I'm taking 3 hours a day to make videos at the very least. Last week, because we're addicted to making videos, I took a small break from making videos. I took a small break, if I'm being completely honest, right? So now what happened was, I was like, okay, I'm going to take a little break. And because I was taking a little break, I'm like, okay, what can I do better? And I couldn't do shit. I couldn't do shit that was more interesting, right? I couldn't do shit that was more interesting. Which is kind of complicated because you're like, oh, well, I'm going to be sleeping. Might as well make videos, right? Videos are free to make. They're free to make. Like this, paying, it's free. The Wi-Fi is going to cost you money. The electricity to charge your phone is going to take you money. But apart from that, making a video is completely free. Right? Now, if videos make me cash, then I'm going to say, oh, all of these months, hours of work were worth it, right? Because people are going to be telling me it's worth it. I'm also streaming, okay? Which is also a really good example. I have this game that I'm playing that I have a lot of fun, but people don't care about it. I'm not going to get views for it, right? So I'm going to be stuck playing a game that I don't care about because they get views. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Nor should it make sense, right? There's the perceived value of yourself and the perceived value of others. My parents are like, yo, you're wasting your time with making money. And they tell me, no, yo, Tim Horton, hot cocoa coffee, hot cocoa, hot drink, I guess, hot beverage. So again, with the value, you have to ask yourself: is there really value? The problem with value is you give it yourself value. So, for example, right? Okay, I have a great example. I have a great example, right? Where we joined the AA lately because we got a problem of addiction to porn, to food, and to making content, right? That book, right, was $6, $6, right? And if it can cure my problem, then $6 is well spent. But if I just buy it and I don't read it, there's no value, right? So give yourself a value. The monetary value of the book is $6. The time value of the book is, if this book takes me 10 hours to read, it has a value of 10 hours, right? Now, again, this is important. I'm filming video, okay? This is really exciting to make. This is a really cool video to make. It's a really exciting subject. I'm reading also this, which is Hamasagon, which is one of my favorite books. It's a good book I grew up with. I fucking love that book, okay? Well, not that book, that series, sorry. That book is good, but the series is better. So now, I get an entertainment value, right? And this I get a time value. So for example, I can save a lot of time by reading this because it's a short book, it's 100 page. This is a 250, right? We read 3 of this, which we said is 750 page already read. There's 12 books. There's 12 books that are 250. So if you're good at math, that's about 3,000 page, right? If you're good at math, you know that 3,000 pages about a minute each. 3,000 minutes divided by 60, that's 500 hours, right? That's 500 hours. No, that's not possible. That's 50 hours. Holy Yankee, not good at math, huh? Which is great, which is fucking great, right? And it's 50 hours of entertainment that I have. The Harry Potter, the first book is 8 hours. It's a great book, right? So you got a entertainment value, right? If your book is not that interesting, but it takes you a long time. For example, I'm thinking about, okay, I'm going to be an asshole. Okay, think about the Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, great books. Great books. However, they're not finished. They'll never be finished, if I'm being honest. There's 4 books. Those 4 books and to the Bible are more than 100 hours to read. They're extremely good. However, are you going to be spending 100 hours to read something that was not finished? I don't think so. Because I wouldn't do it. Right? So yeah, so it's a bit bad, right? But all in all, it's also good because you spend so much time at work. I was at work, right? And I was at work. This is a true story. I was at work. And I couldn't work, even though there was a monetary value, time value, because I was getting bored. So I started having music, right? I was having music. I had a Wi-Fi password to work, and I would listen to audiobook. Now, this increased the value of my time because I was having entertainments, right? Now we're doing 3 things at once. We're filming, we're watching One Piece, and we are... Dude, this is amazing. I'm doing 3 things at once. So my time value is better, right? My time value is better. Right now, there's a snowstorm outside. I'm getting to stay in. That has value too. To the value that you give, but then again, there's a universal understanding. So, for example, universal understanding is what? You work 8 hours a day, right? That's the common understanding. And a lot of the country in the world are 8 hours per day. Okay? So then you're like, okay, well, I know my day is going to be 8 hours, which means I got 8 hours to chill. I got 8 hours to sleep, 8 hours to work out. And this is actually really good. So the 8 hours... This is crazy when you think about it. Value is such an interesting subject, such a complex subject. And the 8 hours to sleep, it's needed. The 8 hours to work and the 8 hours to chill are the one that you have left. What's more valuable? A lot of people, myself included, will think that the 8 hours of chilling is more important, right? However, there's 8 hours to you're making cash. So like, holy shit, I'm making cash, dude. I'm making cash. Again, I'm making cash, so it's a bit more, you know? That's what I got. Cocoa. But then again, it depends on your value of cash. Is cash more important to me than just pay my bills? I have this, and again, I'm gonna be an asshole, and you have to forgive me for that. I'm not trying to be, I'm just an asshole, okay? I am aware that I am an asshole. I really don't care about all of that. Though I'm living my life the way that I want to, and you can deny. But honestly, I'm just like you. Ta da 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 da. Ta-da-ta-da-ta-ta-ta. I got a bad case of ADD. I've been this way since 17. I got a fucked up brain and a really bad attitude. Now blame it on my drug abuse. You don't want to see too close to me, 'cause you might see my broken heart. I am aware that I am an asshole. I really don't care about all of that though. Living my life the way that I want to, and you can deny. And honestly, I'm just like you. Ta-da-da-da. Falling in reverse, just like you. How much time did it take me? How much time did it take me? How much time did it take me to learn this song? Was it worth it? Possibly not, but hey, it's a good song. So I had fun. Okay, so now let's go back to our sheep. If you don't mind, cool. We're shepherd today. So with the sheep, okay, we have a case of, it's a bad case. It's a bad case, right? People that work the whole year so they can pay themselves vacation for 2 weeks. Does that make sense? Honestly, are you willing to work 50 weeks like a freaking madman, right? To pay for 2 weeks of vacation. Does that make sense? I don't think it makes sense, right? But then you got people that are more money focused, like, oh, I want to build my future. I want to own a house. I want to work hard. These people, you'll have the schedule, which will be more focused on work. What can I do to make cash? 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 Right? And you're like, okay, well, guess what? Those people will have 2 jobs. Those people will have 3 jobs. I had a friend, Carl. I love him. That's my best friend. Carl Dubois. Charles Dubois. Carl from The Walking Dead, was a firefighter. He's fucking a hero. Carl has a very special situation. Where his father took his retirement, I think it's 2 months ago. I'm not sure. We talked last week, but I don't remember. Carl already planned his retirement at 55. And you say, oh, that's young. But Carl's going to be working for the next 5 years, for the next 30 years. He's 32, right? Which is 23 years again more. 23 years more. He has already planned that. Oh, for fuck's sake, Think. I'm so sorry, guys. For fuck's sakes. That is bad. That is really bad. You see, we overtalked, so now... Fuck! I'm so sorry, guys. Give me a sec. So we have an hour 12 of content, which I'm gonna have to do at 1.2 the speed. The problem is I'll be talking very, very fast. Welcome back to the show. You guys are doing well. You guys are having a wonderful day on this. 13th February. The storm outside. We have a couple of those to do. Nothing crazy, but still. We'll be playing some Touch Go, Break the Chains, because I'm super down for that. And you're talking already fast. I'm already talking fast. Ink, you fucked it up, dude. Fucking, come on, man. You're smart. I don't understand what you're doing. Sorry about this, guys. The last part's gonna be fast because we went overboard. I am sorry. Okay, so we're back to our sheeps. In a fucked up sense of the term, Carl already has his 23 next year plan. And it's a good life. He loves what he's doing. What he's doing is actually really important. But you gotta ask yourself, am I willing to plan the next 23 years ahead of me? Everything can happen. And I love Carl, but if you get hurt, he's saving life, but he's also going in fire. Right? You can get burned, you can get injured. You never know what's gonna happen, you know? I mean, I have a problem. See, it's a monetary thing. And I don't care about money. I know I sound like I care about. But if I have a kid, the kid's gonna be the next 20 years of my life. But I can't know. It's emotional value. And I ask yourself that. When I make video, I'm gonna be. And the weird thing is, I'm having a problem with the concept of Carl working for the next 23 years. But at the same time, I don't see myself stopping making videos soon. As weird as it sounds, I don't see myself stopping next year. I don't feel like I'm gonna stop in the next 5 years. In 5 years, I'm almost gonna be 40. I'm gonna be 37, right? It's crazy. And then I see my mom and my father that tells me, "Ink, you work a lot, but there's no money involved. Is there money involved?" And I'm always saying that it's not about money. It's never about money. But they're kind of right. It is about money. You know, I gotta pay the bills. Right now, we're sitting on savings. I'm not. When I say broke, I'm not really broke, right? I have enough cash for 2 months' rent, right? So I'm lucky for that. But I don't know if I'm gonna make it. If I start spending left and right, I'm done. This is the most important part. This is the most important part. The most important part is what? I'm planning the next 2 months not to spend money. The next 2 months, you know the crazy thing about value of time? Next 2 months are how much days? I'm gonna say 60. Okay? I'm gonna say 60. I'm gonna do 60 times 24. Okay, which is 1,200, 1,640. Okay, if you're good at math. If you're not good at math, that's not a problem. This is it for you. 1,240. Right now, we're gonna be divided by 3. Okay, because we sleep. Right, 1,240 divided by 3 is 312. 313 hours. Right. So now we're left with 13. We're left with 900. We're left with we're left with a 900. Sorry, 69. Right? People love that number. No, 61. 961. Yeah, 961 hours. Right? Now, I'm spending the next 961 days. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. They're still gonna be the same. Either I'm making videos, I'm not making videos. Right? So there's value in that. That's also cool. And I'm not. I know this video's not going anywhere. So I'm going to be finishing. I want to talk about it a bit more because we have a busy day today, and we're late today too. I had a problem with a girl lately, and she wanted time. She wanted time, and she wanted time. She wanted to talk, right? And it's funny because one of the nights, right? She wanted to talk. She was having a bad day, so we talked. And we talked for 3 hours, right? Now, I'm an asshole because I was like, oh, I wanted to film for the 3 hours. I was thinking about filming the 3 hours. She was telling me about her life situation, and I was thinking about filming, right? Which is not cool. Now we have an addiction. We're going to the AA, like I said, right? But that was and I'm like, dude, these 3 hours, you should be happy to spend it for someone. It was emotional because I liked that girl. I really did, and because I liked that girl, I was like, you know what? No matter what, we're gonna be spending time with her, and that's cool. And then we spent 3 hours with her, and it was kind of early in the morning because she was working that day. I don't think she was working. I don't remember what happened, but we spent 3 hours in the morning talking together, right? And usually when she works, she finished at like 4:30. So she wanted to talk at 4:30. Okay. So we talked in the morning, right? And then the same night where she texted me again, "Hey, can I call you again?" I'm like, we just spent 3 hours and a half talking together. Like, you want to talk again, but I don't mind, but still, and her way, it's actually a really good example. Her way was actually quite simple. And again, I'm not judging anybody. I'm not judging. That's not the case. But she has an 8 hours of work, 8 hours of relaxing, 8 hours of sleep. Right? I don't have an 8 hours. I make videos. I make videos for 7, 8, 9 hours. I stream for 3 hours, 4 hours a day. Are you good at math? That's 10, 11 hours per day that I'm working, right? I haven't ate, I haven't taken a shower, I haven't uploaded my videos, right? However, a value of time is I'm working 8 hours. After I'm done my work, I'm done. And I kind of like that. I kind of like the simplicity of a normal life. I kind of like the simplicity and the normalcy of a 9 to 5. Life isn't complicated. 9 to 5 should be enough. 9 to 5 should be all you ever need in life, right? And that's it. That is it. You gotta ask yourself sometimes. My apologies. You gotta ask yourself sometimes, is what I'm doing worth it? And I think that's the value of it. But then again, the core definition of value is not good. The core definition of value is not good at all. It's not good at all. The core value of thing is I shouldn't be doing something that has no value. And that's wrong. That is wrong. When I do it 12 hours per day, okay, let's say I'm going to the grocery. I'm getting some eggs, right? I live really close to the grocery store, right? You know what's crazy? I made some reserve of food for this winter. Yeah, I bought food a lot this summer for the winter. Why? Because when I go to summer, I take my skateboard. It takes me 50 minutes back and forth. When in the winter, it takes me 45 minutes, right? And then there's nobody at the cashier. If there's somebody at the cashier, it take me an hour and a half. I made some. If I didn't, I would go every single week, right? I went to my father's house. My father, who, and again, I know it's a problem. I love my father. My father's gonna call me, hey, you wanna come for supper? I'm like, sure. Like, okay, we'll come at 3:30. We're eating at 6 o'clock. Why am I coming so early? You know? I could be fitting in a video or two in there. That's not good. That is not good. I cannot even do a video without playing a game in the background or without listening to One Piece. Or whatever. Right now it's One Piece because 15th February it's going out. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm sorry about this. I don't know. It's a tough question. Should everything that you do have a value? Life on Earth is so short. Possibly should. However, you don't want to do something because there's value in it. You want to do something just because you want to do it. That's pretty simple, isn't it? Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.